When renovations began on the West Union building this summer, 6 dining venues were forced to close their doors. Restaurants like Alpine Bagels, Chick-fil-A, the Great Hall, and Subway will remain shuttered throughout the rest of the construction. But one eatery has survived this transition.
After school ended in 2013, we went to work.
After moving into the Bryan Center over the summer, the Loop opened in a new venue on Monday. While its patio outside the West Union remains vacant, the Loop's new location is already busy.
It was a good day, and we hope it grows from here.
The Loop opens in a space formerly occupied by the Armadillo Grill, or the Dillo, a Tex-Mex eatery that closed at the end of last semester. Loop co-owner Mike Slomiani explains that the venue may look a bit different to those familiar with the Dillo.
It's a lot brighter, not that cave-like feel that we used to have in here.
While the Dillo's Tex-Mex food and appearance may be gone, another of its features will be adopted by the new Loop.
We've also got a bar which will be opening hopefully in a week to 2 weeks.
Although a number of different restaurants bid on the Dillo's former location, Vice President of Student Affairs Larry Mineta is pleased that the Loop won the space. He hopes that the Loop will have broader appeal than the Dillo did.
And the Loop actually has a far richer menu.
In addition to the pizzas, salads, and sandwiches that have populated the Loop's menu for years, the restaurant has recently added southwestern and pasta dishes at its new location. Mineta hopes that the Loop's large menu will attract a number of West Union's former patrons, but this restaurant alone will not be enough to keep up with all of the displaced diners.
When we closed West Union, we needed to replace the 6,000 meals a day. That suggested the need for a substantial facility for as many of those meals as we can.
So Duke established a new eatery in the Penn Pavilion, which also opened on Monday. This restaurant will be operated by Bon Appetit, which currently manages freshman eatery The Marketplace.
The notion then was to try and accommodate as many diners as we could with as fast throughput as we possibly could.
Many students are already impressed by the new Penn Pavilion Eatery.
It seems the quality has definitely increased on the food just by looking at it.
Maybe it's because it's the first week of classes, but it's pretty delicious right now.
It's better than Marketplace.
It's good college food.
They look like there was a lot of people there, so it seems to be good.
The eatery incorporates Southern food and sandwiches to accommodate patrons of Chick-fil-A and Subway. But some students are still disappointed with the loss of these affordable franchise restaurants.
And I do miss the cheap food options.
I was definitely a little bummed when I heard Chick-fil-A was closed.
I think it's probably not for the best that they lost all those good chain places.
This is more like sit down, I feel like.
Mineta asks that students not rush to judgment based solely on an eatery's name.
Brand recognition in and of itself, I don't think suggests quality or price point. I think the food that we offer is far better than most of the branded options.
These Subway and Chick-fil-A locations, he explains, were owned and operated by Bon Appetit, the same company that will now be managing the new Penn Pavilion restaurant.
Those were always sort of brand names, but they were part of the Bon Appetit contract.
He says that the Penn Pavilion was designed with affordability in mind. Speed was also a major consideration, not only to the Penn Pavilion, but also to the Loop. Both offer grab-and-go meals, similar to fast food options at Chick-fil-A and Subway.
If you look across all the venues, we have every food option that had existed previously.
Mineta acknowledges that the current dining situation may not be perfect, but says that these arrangements are temporary. The new West Union will have expanded dining options, and Penn Pavilion will become an events center. In the meantime, he hopes students will take advantage of the dozens of food options available through Duke Dining, and asks students to be patient.
Progress doesn't happen without some inconveniences. There's never been a class that hasn't had to endure something, and if you truly want this campus to be as progressive as it is and more so, these are the kinds of inconveniences that every class will have.
Jeremy Chaikind, DSB News.